Welcome to Pod Crawlers. I'm Eric.
And unfortunately, I'm Kelly.
Unfortunately?
Yes.
Does that remark have anything to do with me?
No.
Right. This episode is kind of I don't want to say a themed episode, but it just so happens.
Yeah, it kind of is.
We're going to talk about the two Grindhouse movies, Death Proof and Planet Terror, and Sin City, all brought to the world by Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez.
Yes.
Total coincidence, by the way. We didn't plan this. It just so happens we watched these movies in this order.
But I think we were kind of in the mood to watch Sin City after we watched the Grindhouse movies.
Right. For those that don't know, the Grindhouse, or I should say Grindhouse, was an experiment, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It was a homage to the 1970s Grindhouse double feature thingies.
The drive-ins?
Yeah. Well, actually, Grindhouse is sort of, I guess they could be in the drive-in. Yeah. Anyway, an experiment where they're basically two films, the price of one, and it was long.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours or so in a movie theater watching these two movies back to back with fake trailers. And nowadays, I don't think people are going to sit through a 3 hour movie.
No.
So the experiment failed, and the distributors, I guess, added footage to each movie and released them on their own. And this is what we got. Death Proof. This is Quentin Tarantino's contribution to the experiment.
Yes.
In a nutshell, Stuntman Mike is a psycho on the road who terrorizes these girls.
Played by Kurt Russell.
And he gets his comeuppance. Not to spoil anything, but...
Yeah.
And that's basically it. Expanded into almost a 2 hour movie with a whole lot of Quentin Tarantino dialogue and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Not to say the movie's bad. I enjoyed it. But not every movie that Quentin Tarantino does has to have these friggin' 10-minute scenes where they just shoot the shit.
Yeah. Well, the problem that I had with this movie is that it's basically two movies. Two, 45-minute, 60-minute movies. Connected only by Stuntman Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I'm glad that he gets his in the end.
Right.
But I don't think it was really necessary to have both of these storylines.
I think the first half should have been much shorter. Maybe 20 minutes. 25 minutes tops. And something should have been carried over into the second half, which should have been 20 minutes tops. Mm-hmm. And maybe in the original Grindhouse release, the movie was better because it was shorter.
Right.
So I've got to believe that. But what we got, it's not a bad movie. Well, it is bad, but it's not totally, totally horrible like The Brave One.
I enjoyed it. That's just the only problem that I had with it. That I didn't like how basically we had two separate movies just thrown together and there's your 2 hours.
Mm.
I mean, come on.
It is kind of weak. What else can we talk about concerning the movie? I mean, it is what it is. There's really nothing... It's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I mean, if you've seen Quentin Tarantino movies before, which I'm hoping that if you're listening to the podcast, you've at least seen one before.
At least one.
You know, it's typical Quentin Tarantino.
So Death Proof.
Entertaining, but, you know, it's not my favorite Grindhouse movie.
No, that would be Planet Terror.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez does basically zombies.
I had enjoyed Death Proof.
And we did watch these back to back, by the way.
I think I enjoyed Death Proof more than you did.
Yeah.
But after seeing Planet Terror, that was like on a different level. Whereas Death Proof, it seemed like they added too much to make it a longer movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Planet Terror, had it not had what it had, it wouldn't have been as good.
Right.
I think pretty much everything that they had in the movie was important to make it the movie that it was.
And everything worked in the movie.
It did.
Death Proof was obviously inspired by Grindhouse movies in the 70s. The whole female revenge road movie thing.
Yes.
Planet Terror more with the John Carpenter zombie horror movie, which I guess I just enjoy more.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seemed like it wasn't like Rodriguez was throwing the fact that, hey, I'm doing an homage, a tribute to this movie and this movie like Death Proof did.
Yeah.
This seemed like a real movie that, I don't know, nothing took me out of the experience. Whereas Death Proof, you know, I was like, oh, this is a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
This is inspired by this.
I really enjoyed Planet Terror. Now, we've had these movies for quite some time, and, you know, we have a zillion movies, really, that we
Yeah.
still even have a zillion movies that we need to watch. But whenever these were in the pile to watch, I was never very thrilled about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I didn't want to see them, it just seemed like too much work.
Right.
And after seeing both of these, even, I was kind of surprised that I hadn't pushed to see them before.
Right. No, I agree. Each movie was about, not quite 2 hours long. And I always wanted to watch them back to back
Yeah.
to kind of recreate the Grindhouse experience. But it really does pay off. So yes, Planet Terror. Can we give it a Podcrawler's recommendation?
I would totally give it a Podcrawler's recommendation.
There you have it.
I mean, I can't think of a single thing about that movie that I didn't enjoy. I'm not saying it's the best movie ever made, by any means. But
and it doesn't set out to be the best movie ever made.
Exactly. It's entertaining. I love the characters that are in the movie. All the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy seeing Rose McGowan as the, you know, kind of heroine of the movie.
And I was hesitant about watching this movie because of her. I thought she would have just sucked the life out of it. But this movie, granted it didn't provide a lot of room for acting, but she made me realize that she isn't just eye candy or just, you know, a woman in a movie. She actually acted and proved to me. She's
not Marilyn Manson's ex-girlfriend.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I, you know, am an occasional watcher of Charmed, and I've always enjoyed her in that.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought she was very good in Planet Terror. And she was in Death Proof as well. A much, much smaller role.
Right.
In that one, Yeah.
But,
for her to carry a movie, and she did, because she was the star, I was really impressed.
Right. And if you decide to watch these two movies, I would recommend watching them in order we did. Death Proof
Yes.
first, and then Planet Terror.
Yes.
From good to better.
I agree.
And when Planet Terror was over, I wanted another Grindhouse movie. So
Another Robert Rodriguez
yeah, not necessarily
Grindhouse movie.
Word. And the day after we watched these two movies, we watched Sin City.
I know, it seems like this Sin City should have been something that we saw years ago.
But again, just the length and...
Yeah.
For those that don't know, it's based on a comic book series, or a series of limited series.
Another
And-
Robert Rodriguez.
With Quentin and with Frank Miller, who created the comic. And it's basically crime stories. Hard-boiled, film noir stories.
And Jessica Alba's in this one as well.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
Well, I mean, there wasn't much to her. I mean, she was kind of an important character, but we really didn't see her
Right.
as much as we could have.
And spoiler alert, she really doesn't kick ass in this movie. She is just,
Eye candy?
yeah, moves the plot along.
Yeah.
You can't really give a brief synopsis of this movie. It's comprised of, 4 or 5 different stories that sort of intertwine. Like, some characters will be in one story. It's sort of like a Pulp Fiction,
Yes.
which I don't want to put in the same level as
No.
Pulp Fiction.
Some really good
Meaning it's better than Pulp Fiction.
actors in this movie.
Yes.
Bruce Willis is in it, which, you know, Bruce Willis for me is kind of iffy, but I think he did a really good job in this.
Oh, I agree.
Clive Owen.
Clive Owen.
I enjoy Clive Owen.
However, I will give the best actor of the movie award to Mickey Rourke.
Oh, without a doubt.
Where the hell? What is wrong with this guy? He disappears, becomes a wannabe boxer, and then he does a movie like this. Great job. Why is he not in more things?
He was really good in this movie. I think, in my opinion, he stole the movie.
Yeah.
You know, we have some cameos of different people. We have Rosario Dawson, who is also in Grindhouse.
Death Proof.
We have Brittany Murphy. We have Benicio del Toro. We have Alexis Bledel, which for me
Unfortunately,
was the worst part of the movie. Now,
I'm not even going to touch this.
I can handle it myself. I am a Gilmore Girls fan. I've always been a Gilmore Girls fan. This was probably the worst possible movie and the worst possible actress choice that they made for the movie.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that.
Alexis Bledel as a hooker.
A hard-boiled hooker. Not so much.
Now, I don't think it's just because I'm a Gilmore Girls fan, but the only thing I heard come out of her mouth the whole time, she sounded like Rory Gilmore.
Well, yeah, you have to be realistic. She's not a great actress, and that probably is her.
Well, yeah, that's the point. She, you know, some people can play kind of sexy
Right.
people. She, in my opinion, is not one of those.
When I think of sexy, she is not even on the list
Yeah.
of possible people. But yeah, that's a negative. I mean, one of
Worst
the few.
choice. I think that probably was the worst part of the movie for me.
They should have just grabbed someone. Well, this was made before Grindhouse, so they could
Yeah.
have grabbed anyone off the street.
No, I know.
Even Sin City, good, but not one I can recommend though. There's
It's
nothing
not-
about it that is must see.
It wasn't Planet Terror for me.
Right.
It still made me want to watch more Robert Rodriguez, though.
But not Spy Kids.
No. I mean, real Robert
Real,
Rodriguez. Nothing that belongs on the Disney Channel.
All right.
So,
So there you have it in a nutshell.
yes. So, Planet Terror,
Podcrawler's recommendation.
definitely.
Death Proof. If you're going to see
Eh.
Planet Terror, you should see this
Yeah.
before it. Just, for the experience. And Sin City,
Eh.
if you have nothing else to watch. Our email address is podcrawlers@gmail.com. Shoot us a line if you wish. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kelly.
And this has been Podcrawlers.